Welcome to Hot Mess Writing, episode 4. Today we're going to make this whole situation a lot more fun. I recently wrote a post of 5 things you never want to say to a writer, and my friend Amy Sherman put a little bug in my ear yesterday, and she was like, what about 5 things that writers say to themselves? That's what we're going to talk about today. 5 things that you will say to yourself if you are a writer. The first one is, this thing I wrote is the shittiest shit ever. And you will really feel like it is. You've read it 12,000 times. You've added commas. You've cut everything out that you thought sucked. And it doesn't matter. You still hate everything about it. The only thing you'll want to do with this piece you wrote is to burn it and then put your head in the oven for a very long time. The second thing that you may say to yourself if you are a writer, I feel like a whore and I blame social media. Frankly, you are a whore and you're the pimp. You are your own pimp and you whore yourself out. You have to beg people, please, please, please buy what I'm selling. And you feel gross and dirty and kind of like a beggar on a street corner. My friend John Nelson, who has a published book, refers to it as feeling like he is shaking his little styrofoam cup as people walk by. Please, please, please read my book. Please, please, please buy my book. And it's no different with your blog posts, with articles, with something that you get published on some wonderful website. You are going to have to beg and pimp yourself out. So whore it up, friends. The third thing you will say is, man, this is a really good piece. I love this. Don't worry too much about feeling this way. It won't last long. The fourth thing you may say is, I'm not cut out to be a writer. This is bullshit. And it is bullshit. But you're not cut out for anything else. Do you think being a janitor at an elementary school is any better? Do you think having to do brain surgery on people is any easier? You're a writer. You can whine about it, and I do. But you're not cut out for anything else. You want to sit at a desk and listen to someone tell you what to do all day? Probably not. Probably going to be just as hard as writing this bullshit that you're writing and hating every bit of it. But you're a writer. Just like every other job, being a writer is a bullshit job. That's real life. The fifth and final thing that you may say to yourself if you're a writer is, my book will never get published. Who gives a fuck? What do you want me to tell you? My book may never get published. Thousands of books never get published. That's why there's a thing called self-publishing. Oh my God, I don't want to self-publish. I get it. Nobody wants to. Nobody dreams of writing and spending years doing a book and then not having one of the big 5 publishers pick you up off the side of the road and publish your book and give you lots of money. Clearly that was my dream. It still is my dream. But the reality is, I'm not in politics. I'm not famous. I don't have some shitty reality show that people watch. So the likelihood that Random House is going to come by, knock on my door, and beg for my manuscript is less than probably winning the lottery twice in my lifetime. My tip for you today, the writing tip that you've all been waiting for, yay, is a little place that I get my free pictures for my blog. And it is called pixabay.com, pixabay.com. Free pictures, they have wonderful photographs, and you don't have to give anyone credit. So, free to sign up, they don't send you a lot of spam, that's where I go, I love it. What am I drinking today? I know, woo, who cares? I'm drinking water because it's like noon and I have to drive somewhere today, so I can't start drinking beer. Do you want to see it? Ooh. It's in an eBay cup. Free eBay cup. Yeah, my husband got that, so I took it over. So, friends, I will see you next time. And keep writing. And keep watching. And if you like what you've seen here, I will pimp myself out. Share it on Facebook. Follow my YouTube channel. They're going to get better. I'm still learning. Like, they can only go up from here, really. Can they get worse? Let's hope not. I'll see you next time.